Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sophie Ray. If I haven't met you before, thank you so much for being here. And today I've got a mindful movement practice for you that focuses on mobility in the upper body. So you're going to need a chair, you're going to need a block, you might want your yoga mat, but mainly this is going to be a seated practice. So take a moment to get yourself seated, feet flat to the floor, sitting comfortably in your chair. Just to start off with, we're going to take a couple of moments to really arrive and settle in. Find a little bit of length through your spine without sitting up too rigid, but equally we want to make sure that we're not slouching. You might gently roll your shoulders back and down, again, without forcing them back and down, without sticking and puffing your chest and rib cage out. So we root down through sit bones, lift up slightly through the crown of your head. Start to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And let's take a few deep sighing breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through your nose, filling up your belly, out through your mouth. Breathing down into your belly, letting it out through your mouth. Start to soften the muscles of your face, your jaw, but without collapsing, without starting to round and roll forward. Keep that little lift through your heart space. And then start to settle into your breath. And let's see if we can maintain that belly breath. Breathing in through your nose if that's available today, sending it down towards your stomach so you feel that gentle outward movement. Breathing in, belly expands, breathing out, belly draws back in, but we're not forcing it in and out. We're going to start off with a 3-part breath. So this first section, breathing into your belly. And you can bring your hands to your belly. So bringing your attention and your awareness to this space. Taking a couple of rounds there. And then we're going to move it up into the rib cage. So bringing your hands onto your ribs. Take a deep breath in. See if you can expand your ribs outwards. And then breathing out from your ribs. So we're kind of exaggerating it a little more here. Inhale. Ribs expand. Exhale, ribs soften. Breathing in. Imagine you're breathing right into the central part of your lungs and then exhaling to soften. Breathing in, breathing out. And then taking it up to your chest, bringing your hands up to your chest, up towards your collarbones, breathing in, up into your chest. This one might feel a little more difficult. Let's breathe out from the chest. Breathing up into your chest. Imagine you're breathing up to the crown of your head. Breathing out from your chest, all the way from the crown of your head. Breath flows all the way down. So we're helping to bring mobility in just by breathing. So really starting to expand our muscles. So all of the muscles that are involved in breathing, our respiratory muscles. So resting your hands down onto your lap. Let's put all 3 together. So what you could do is bring hands to belly, breathe in, hands to ribs, breathe in, hands to chest, breathe in. But that might feel a little slow, so you've got to go quite quick. But it's just bringing that awareness to that space and then letting the breath out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, letting it go. In and out. So we're breathing in through belly, ribs, chest, and breathing out to let it go. And this is kind of visual, or this feeling where you move your hands. It can be quite helpful. You might just want to rest your hands down and focus on the movement as you breathe in, moving through belly, ribs, chest, and then breathing out. But it's a good way to practice. So as we get older, we start to feel a little bit stiffer, and our rib cage and the muscles involved in breathing start to get a little stiffer. So our 3-part breath can just start to open up the chest, the torso from all different directions. So taking a couple more rounds of your 3-part breath. And then focusing on mainly a belly breath throughout the rest of the practice. Find a slow, calm, considered breath. On your exhale, let's lower the chin to the chest. A little stretch through the back of your neck. And then inhaling to lift your chin, looking up. Exhaling to lower, chin to chest. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower. Let's inhale back to center and exhale as you turn your head to the right. Inhale it back to center and exhale all the way over to the left. Inhale back to center, so we're pausing in the middle here, and then exhaling as you turn. Keep it going, moving with your breath, and only taking your head as far as it wants to go. We're not forcing. Moving with your breath. As you turn your head back over to the right, let's pause there and start to roll your chin to the chest. On an inhale, let's scoop the nose at one side over the top, turning your head and exhaling down the other side. So inhaling to look up and over one side and exhaling down the other. One more in this direction. And then pausing and taking it in the opposite direction. All the while keeping a little lift through your chest. So we're not kind of leaning back into our chair. We've got awareness all the way through the torso. And then bringing your head back to center. Breathing in to bring shoulders up to ears. A little squeeze here. Feeling the contraction of the muscles around your neck and shoulders. And on your exhale, very slowly drop your shoulders down. Let them slide all the way back down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale to release. See if you can really focus on releasing and relaxing your muscles. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale as you slide them back down. Maybe you imagine your shoulder blades gliding up your back as you lift and gliding all the way back down. Let's turn it into some circular movements. Inhale, scoop your shoulders forwards and up. And exhale as you roll them back and down. Inhale, forwards and up. And exhale, roll them back and down. Notice if you are gripping or grasping in any part of your body that isn't the area that you're focusing on. Obviously there are muscles that are engaging as we roll our shoulders, but notice if you're bringing that tension into your jaw or into your belly or kind of into your feet, your legs. You can always readjust. Pausing wherever you are with your shoulder circles, and let's take it in the opposite direction. You can have your eyes open or closed. And then coming back to center. Let's drop right ear to right shoulder. Bring it back to center. Dropping left ear to left shoulder. Bring it back to center. So let's drop right ear to right shoulder. Bring it back to center. And then left ear to left shoulder. Bring it back to center. Start to move with your breath. Exhaling to drop. Inhale back to center. Exhale. You take it to the other side. Again, no force. And you can change the breathing pattern if the option I'm giving doesn't work for you. Especially if you feel like you're starting to tense through your belly. And then coming back to center. Grabbing your block and holding it lengthways in between your palms. So almost like your hands are shoulder width, but don't worry if your block's a little bigger or a little smaller. Now I'm going to sit sideways so that you can see. So holding it just out in front, we're going to draw the block towards us, but keeping elbows straight, and we're sliding our shoulder blades together and then sliding it forward. So we are protracting across the upper back. So we're broadening across the upper back. Inhale, slide back. Exhale, slide forward. Keep it going. If you don't have a block, you can always do it without, but it just kind of keeps that awareness all the way down to your arms, so you're not kind of just going like this. Okay, and then we're going to go up and down. So similar to what we just did with our shoulder shrugging. Just a couple of those. And we're going to put it all together. So have your block low and drop your shoulders. Inhale to draw your block towards you. Exhale, scoop up. Inhale, slide forward, and exhale, slide down. This might be a little tricky, so really focusing. And again, you can change the breathing pattern, so whatever works for you. If you get tired, if you get a little fatigued, then take a break. Take a rest, pause, come back to your breath. Notice if you are holding your breath at any point, and you might want to just take a moment to stop, pause, and bring that awareness back in. So reversing the direction now. So we slide down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back. A little slower than I'm going. Really moving with your breath. I just don't want this video to be too long for you. You can take your time, you can pause the video. Okay, resting your arms down, coming back into a neutral position. If you feel like you need to move your spine a little from side to side, then you can, but we are going to move through some cat-cow. So you might want to come forward into your chair, bring your hands to knees or thighs. Inhale as you lift your chest. We're tilting the pelvis forward, stretching through the front of your body. And then exhale as you lean back, rounding through your upper back, tucking your tailbone under. So we're rounding through the low back as well. Inhale to lift and exhale to round through. Seated cat-cow. You've got this option with hands down, or if you want to get your arms involved, inhale to cactus your arms, lift your chest. Exhale to sweep your arms forward, kiss fingertips together, gaze down. Inhale, open as you look up. Exhale to sweep your arms forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale all the way back to center and exhale to float your arms back down. Take a moment to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Come back to your breath. Maybe noticing any sensations in your upper body, across your chest, your shoulders. And we're working our way down. So starting with neck, working through shoulders, working through chest. So it's a good way of thinking about it if you're going to do something on your own without the video. If you're just out and about, you haven't got a video with you, thinking about it from the neck down. Let's inhale to sweep arms wide, reach up, lengthen down the sides of your body. Exhale as you float your arms all the way back down. Inhale to stretch up. And exhale to float your arms down, moving through your shoulder joint. And remembering to breathe the whole time. Mindful movements. No rush. Inhale to reach your arms up. Let's interlace fingers and exhale to bend your elbows. Bring your hands to the back of your head. Sit tall but not rigid. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, we turn to the right. So turning your elbows, shoulders, torso. So we're moving from the rib cage. Inhale it back to center and exhale over to the other side. Your pelvis stays exactly where it is. So again, we're only going as far as our range of movement will allow today. Make sure you're breathing. Might feel a little stiff, a little tight. You might want to try inhaling to turn and then exhaling to release back to center. And you could do, okay, so let's inhale to reach arms up, interlace your fingers and exhale to bring the palms to the back of your head. Settle back into your breath here. We're going to inhale to turn our shoulders, head to the right, but we're keeping the pelvis neutral, so the movement is kind of coming from just underneath your rib cage. On your exhale, slide it back to center and relax. Inhale over to the other side and exhale back to center, only turning as far as your range of movement will allow. Inhale to turn, and we are contracting here as we turn. And then exhaling to release, feeling the muscles relax and soften as you come back to center. Inhaling over to the other side and exhaling back to center, releasing your arms down, letting your arms rest. Inhale to sweep your arms up. And exhale as you take a twist to the right, floating your arms down wherever they want to land, turning your head to look over your shoulder if that's comfortable. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the other side. No force. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the right. Keeping it going. Inhale back to center, reach your arms up, and exhale to take hold of your forearms or elbows. Take an extra breath in, sit tall, and exhale as you take a side stretch over to the right side. Inhale it back to center, and exhale over to the other side. Again, only going as far as feels comfortable for you. We don't want to overstretch or pull or tug. Ease yourself in. We do a couple on each side. I'd say 3 to 5 on each side. You can do more if it feels good. If it's uncomfortable to have your arms reaching up, so any shoulder issues, you can do these with your arms down. And we reach down one side, back to center. We reach down the other side. So if keeping your arms up in the air all the time just does not work for you, then find another way. You can keep your arms down. With the twists, you can bring hand to shoulder as you gently twist, or you can keep your arms low as you float round. But remember, we're building up mobility. So if there's pain, if it's like a searing, sharp pain, then obviously we want to avoid that, but we do want to work on building up our mobility. Coming back to center. Let's take a very gentle forward fold, taking your feet a little wider. Start to slide your hands down your thighs. You might rest your forearms to your thighs and start to round through your back. If it's comfortable, you can let your body hang all the way over your legs. You might bring hands to a block. You might let your arms dangle, let your head relax. And of course you can do this standing if you want to take a standing version. Nice bend in your knees, hinging from your hips, starting to round, bringing a little roundness to the low back. And breathing wherever you are. Take a couple of moments now at the end to really let your body rest. If you are in a place where you can lie down, come to lie down. If you're sat on the chair, let's take a moment to sit back in our chair, rest your hands down, feet to the floor, coming back to your breath. Start to settle back into your 3-part breath. And you might want to try it the other way, so maybe seeing how it would feel to breathe into your chest first and then your ribs and then your belly. So exploring those 2 options. First breathing belly, ribs, chest. Second option, chest, ribs, belly. And just seeing if they feel any different, if one feels better for you, worse. And then with your next inhale, let's sweep our arms out wide, palms facing up, scooping up all the love, all the joy, bringing your palms together. Exhale, hands all the way down to your heart space if you wish to join me, connecting your thumbs to your sternum, your heart space, bowing your head. So we're scooping up all of this energy and this love that we've created for ourselves, for our body. And we're drawing all of that awareness back to our heart with gratitude. So maybe thanking yourself for taking this time to move your body, to connect to your breath, to connect to your body as well. And if you'd like to set an intention, and if there's anything else that you would like to mention right now, anything else that you are grateful for, bring that to your mind, bring that to your heart space. And a huge, huge thank you from me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this felt good for you in your upper body. I hope you find it beneficial. So please leave a comment, let me know how you get on, like and subscribe if you would like more of this. Thank you so much. Bye.